My bangs are doing that Sailor Moon thing today. You know what I'm talking about? Where like, if I was wearing my like Sailor Moon tiara thing, it would show through the bangs. I don't. I give up. All right, I haven't done a book haul in 9 months, and to be honest, I wasn't keeping great track of what I was getting and what I wasn't getting, and I just didn't have a good system down. I'm gonna start making these more regular things. They used to be, they just aren't anymore, just because I'm, you know, messed up. But now I'm getting back into the like groove of things. So we're gonna start doing book hauls more often. I don't buy a lot of books very often, so it might not be monthly, but it will be like semi-regularly kind of. I have been trying to work on my consumerism a lot and like buying stuff that I don't necessarily need, and like the fear of missing out, the FOMO. I've been trying to work a lot on that, so I've been trying to cut down my spending habits a lot and over consumerism a lot. Probably aren't even all the books. I probably have some that I just forgot about and I don't know where I put them. I will have a better system moving forward though. Hi, my name is Chloe. This is Reading with Chloe. I am a booktuber, kind of, who reads sometimes and does vlogs other times. I don't know. This is just where I'm at. This is my life. Hello, welcome to my channel. Can I pick you up just for a second? I might have already talked about some of these in vlogs, but I'm kind of just doing an overall what I bought recently in, like, I think since March. I don't think I kept track since, I mean, it's been 9 months since I filmed one of these videos, so it's been a hot minute. But let's just get started. Let's go. First thing I want to talk about is Fruits Baskets, volume 11 here. I have been slowly collecting all the Fruit Baskets. Fruit Basket is my favorite anime of all time. I love it. And when I was first watching Fruit Basket, it was before the revamp anime came out. So I didn't actually know how it ended. So when I was like 13, 14, I think, I grabbed the like last couple books from the library and just read the couple last editions of the manga. And I know that's awful. I'm sorry. That was past teen Chloe, and I do not agree with what she did. I've been slowly collecting all of them so I can just do one massive reading vlog day where I can just read all of them. I think there's 13 or 12 of them, without like the prequel and the sequel ones. So this was the last one I needed, and finally I got it. So I now have the whole collection, and now it's just finding the time to sit down and read every single one of them, which I will do eventually. I'm super, super excited. If you don't know, Fruits Basket is a manga following a girl named Toru Honda who is in high school. Her mom had passed, so she is like living in a tent on this land that she found near her high school, and it happens that she's living on Soma? Yes, I forget. Land. They find her and agree to let her live with them, but they're trying to hide that the family is cursed. When their body is under enormous amounts of stress, or they get hugged by someone of the opposite sex, they transform into a zodiac animal. Mostly follows the cat and the mouse, or the rat, as the two main zodiac guys, as well as the dog too. But my favorite in the anime is the tiger. I freaking love Kisa. She's my favorite, so I'm excited to actually read all of the mangas eventually. Good, and it'll be a good chunk taken off my TBR too, because I am planning on doing it this year now that I have all 11. It's just finding a good break to do it. Watch Me by Tahereh Mafi came out. This stunning book. Oh my goodness. If you don't know, I'm in love with Shatter Me, the series. The new spin-off series just follows, and 10 years later with James, who is the younger brother of one of our main characters in the original Shatter Me series. Listen, I'm a sucker for Tahereh Mafi. I don't think her books are the greatest thing in the world, but like they are, give me that feeling that I just love. Honestly, I would love to get a Shatter Me tattoo. I should just plan out a bunch of different book tattoos and just get them all done. I really want to do it, and Shatter Me would be one of them. Tahereh Mafi is one of my top 5 authors. I love reading her books. They are repetitive, very, very repetitive, but I love them. Anyways, this isn't a review, but this is just, I got it and I did read it, and I can't wait for the next one. They're so freaking short. I wish there was more in here, but I am loving being in the world with James again, who is our main character in this book, and He is so sassy and funny. He's a very different main character than what we've had previously for Tara Mafi books. So I'm living my best life with this book. And look how pretty it is. Like, this is such a stunning book. This is The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith. Look at this. It's so pretty. When one makes a fairy bargain, one must be prepared to pay the price. I really do not know what this is about. Fairy loots, they're just, I'm constantly impressed by how these look, and they are kind of more of a collector item to me. England, 1848. The season is officially open, and high society girls line up to bargain with the immortal Queen Morgan for qualities that will win them suitors. A perfect smile for a loss of a finger, an exquisite talent for piano in exchange for one's happiest childhood memories. Lady Ivy Benton plans to use the bargain to uncover the truth about what happened to her beloved sister Lydia. Lydia, whose mysterious disappearance and reappearance means the Benton family have been cast out of polite society. I need to read this. It's so pretty and it sounds so good. It's fae, but also like historical romance. So I'm so down for that one. I did do a whole vlog about this one. This is The Ragpicker King by Cassandra Clare. I need to read this. I forget it's in here. This is a Wicked Power sampler that I got when I went to the Cassandra Clare signing. I met another one of my top 5 authors this year, which is crazy to me. I never thought I'd be able to meet Cassandra Clare. Cassandra Clare is the author who got me into reading. So I owe a lot of thanks to her, and so she is one of my top 5. Her, Tara Mafi, Carrie Maniscalco, Leigh Bardugo, like there's just a ton. And so I went and we drove to see her actually because she was like 5 hours away from us. So we went, I got this signed, I got The Ragpicker King, I read Swordcatcher, I got Clockwork Princess personalized from her. And yeah, this is the second in the Swordcatcher series. I believe there's going to be 1 more or 2 more. I'm not sure how many more are in the series. This book, the last 20% of this book, crazy. I was not a big fan of the series as I was reading it. Like Swordcatcher was okay. This book was okay until like the end of it, and I was like, this had just jumped to one of my favorites. I can't wait for the next one to come out. I've already read this, so thankfully I'm not adding another book to my TBR. I'm trying to get better at buying and reading instead of just buying and letting it sit on my shelf for years. This is the second book, but the first book follows 2 guys, a prince and his sword catcher. Why can't I think of his name? Kel and something. What is the prince's name? Connor. Thank you. Kel is basically a bodyguard or a body double for Prince Connor. So he was this orphan taken from the orphanage to basically look like Connor, talk like Connor, appear like Connor, go to events as Connor. Basically, he is his sword catcher. So he is his like personal bodyguard who is also a body double. And you're kind of following their story and it gets so intense. It's very high fantasy. There's a lot happening. The plot is huge. There's a lot happening. It is very high fantasy and it is a very fun time. Going off of more Cassandra Clare, I also got my 3rd book in the Kickstarter for Cassandra Clare. This was Careful Books, a novella collection by Cassandra Clare. Part of her Kickstarter. I'm just waiting on the final book now, which is Better in Black, which is the one I have the most anticipated for. I have not read this one. This was like a bunch of short stories. I believe there's a Sherlock Holmes short story in it. There's a Peter Pan short story in it. And then there is a Matthew Fairchild short story in this as well. So it's a bunch of different short story collections, not necessarily following her characters, but just like kind of reads as fanfic almost a little bit. And I haven't read it yet. So we have one short story following one of her characters, Matthew, and the other 3 are other stories not in the Shadowhunter universe. Peter Pan, Sherlock Holmes, and then a short story she wrote, maybe thinking about turning it into a new series. The hardback also has this stunning gold foiling. I can't talk today. The next fairy loot I got was The Glittering Edge by Alyssa Villaire. Desperate to save her mother from a deadly curse, Penny is forced to join forces with 2 bitter enemies from rival families, unraveling a dark, twisted secret that threatens everything she knows. I don't think I've actually looked at this since I've got it. I think I literally just unboxed it and put it on my shelf, so I haven't actually paid much attention to this one. The inside art, there was always some really stunning, oh, that guy is K-pop idol galore. And then they're doing this really pretty, I love all the new stuff they're adding to these fairy loots. They're like, I don't know, he has a cat? The K-pop idol looking guy has a cat. His name is Nimble. His favorite movie is Spirited Away. That is funny. Ugh, I can't. Okay, now I'm more excited to read this book. This was the April Fairy Loot book. It is stunning. I'm going to give it a chance, especially now that there is that cute looking boy with a kitty. Oh my god. There's a cat right there too. Okay, I actually picked this book up yesterday, not planning on buying anything, and I bought 2 or 3 books, I believe, so it went well. I saw this at Half Price Books for like 20 bucks, and I love Chloe Gong, and it is the Fairy Loot edition of Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong, and I have not read this book yet, but I've read 2 other Chloe Gong series, and I freaking love them. This was the adult July 2023 box, which I was not part of. I don't have the adult boxes. I wish I did. I'm on the waiting list, but it is stunning. I can't wait to read this book. I believe this is also a Shakespeare retelling. She does a lot of different Shakespeare retellings, inspired by Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra. I actually don't know that story, so hopefully this will be a fun time for me. But yeah, I had to. It was only 20 bucks. A Fairy Loot for 20 bucks at Half Price Books. That's cheaper than an actual book box subscription. Like, I had to, okay? I also got The Curse by Harper L. Woods. I have The Coven. I read The Coven and The Cursed earlier this year, and saw this book at Half Price Books for $14 when it's originally $30, so I decided just to grab it to complete the collection on my shelf. Interesting 2 series. I don't know how I feel about it, but obviously I bought it to own them, so there's that. I just kind of I love how they look. They're very witchy vibes, and definitely look up trigger warnings for if you're interested in reading these. They're a lot. I believe it's witchy academic is what I remember from it. They are very, very, very spicy. And I talked more about these in my spicy video that just went up too. So if you're more interested in like more spicier books like that, you can check that video out. While roaming Half Price Books, I also saw The Night is Defiant by Chloe. I can't even say my own name. At Half Price Books, I also saw The Night is Defying by Chloe C. Hanaranda. This is book 2 of The Stars Are Dying. I haven't actually read these yet, but I do own the first book, and I bought the first book because I thought it was beautiful. So I was like, I might as well get the second one so I can just binge them together. Look at that. I already owned the first one, and this one was there for, I believe, only $15 at Half Price Books, so I just went ahead and grabbed it as well. This was the March 2025 Fairy Loot, Where Shadows Meet. Look, this book is my aesthetic. I freaking love it. True love requires sacrifice, and then you have this like these 2 on the inside, and then this beautiful bloody red looking cover. I just honestly, Fairy Loots I haven't been reading much about. I've just been looking at them for the prettiness and then putting them on my shelf. There's also this artwork in the back. Shall we see what this is about? Shall we? Let's see. Once long ago, a girl named Favor sacrificed her wings for love. She so willingly gave them up for, sacrificed that same love for power, but everything has a cost. Vampires? Queer? I think this is queer. I love it. Ooh. I am just a sucker for pretty books. My goodness. I am a collector. More than a reader, it feels like sometimes. Most of these are Fairy Loots, because I feel like those are the only books I've been getting recently. This is an Owl Crate. I believe this was the last Owl Crate that I got. I canceled my Owl Crate subscription. But this is The Beast We Bury by D.L. Taylor. This is really pretty. Owl Crate does this thing where they make really small books, and I don't like that they shorten the books, but it has this really beautiful artwork on the inside. Look at this hardcover. Like, cute. Daughter and heir to the throne, Mancella Cliff yearns for a life without bloodshed, but as a child she emerged from the broken citadel with the power to summon animals, only after killing them with her bare hands. Ooh, trigger warning for animal death in this book. Her magic is a constant reminder of the horrors her father, the ruler of the realm, has forced upon her to strengthen their power. Silver is a charming thief struggling to survive in a world torn apart by her father's reign when a mysterious benefactor recruits him for the heist of a lifetime to rob the castle. Okay, heisty. Ooh, I love a good heist novel. Cruel is the Night. Wow. Cruel is the Light by Sophie Clark. This was also a Fairy Loot. I love a ballroom scene with a dagger or a sword. It's just my favorite. Like, it is very, very beautiful. I freaking love how this book, just the aesthetics of it. If you can't tell, I'm a very aesthetics person. Like, I love a good aesthetic. I am a Libra. Look! Ooh! Okay, I can't. I have a feeling I'm really gonna like this book, like really gonna like it. A brutal war between demons and humanity has raged across Europe for over a century. At its heart are two elite soldiers, Celine Oliveira, a powerful exorcist trained at the prestigious Vatican Academy, and foot soldier Jules Lacroix, unrivaled in battle. So we got a little bit enemies to lovers, fighting demons in Europe is, I guess, the vibe, and I am so here for it. Capturing the Devil and Hunting Prince Dracula in the new covers by Carrie Maniscalco. I know I just had this whole thing about overconsumerism, and I'm like not trying to partake in it anymore, and this is like my 5th copy of these books, and I am still missing Escaping from Houdini, and I'm still gonna buy Escaping from Houdini when I find it in these covers. This is my favorite series of all time. I'm giving myself a little bit of a pass on this series because I just know how much it means to my heart, and I will forever be collecting this series. Like, I can't not. I think this is like my 3rd or 4th edition. Well, 6th. This is my 6th collection of this series. I freaking love this series so much. But yeah, I've been collecting me new covers when I find them. This is the original. I prefer the original anyways, but I do whatever I can to support this author. So there's that. I also picked up Deep End by Ali Hazelwood as well. I did read this book. I read it on audio and loved it so much that I went and bought the physical edition. So I thought I would just throw that in here as well. This is following a swimmer and a diver in like a steamy college rom-com kind of situation. Ali Hazelwood, very spicy. Also has characters from some of her other series and books as well, which is pretty cool. But I loved Deep End. So this was this would be a good spicy like summer romance if you're interested. And that is where I'm going to end this. I'm sure I've had other books since the 9 months of me filming a haul, but I just don't remember. I don't have that good of a memory. So from now on, I promise I will keep better track. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know any books that you've recently received that you're excited to read. I would love to look them up, or any new releases that you have your eye on. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. I adore your face, and I will see you next time. Okay. Oh, I am so freaking mad. I just did that whole video to realize my eyelash was coming up the whole time. I know, it's upsetting. She agrees. My goodness.